and there aren't that many of them, then you always have to be worried about your towers being under fire.
And he's one of the very few that can also take pretty much any lane, be it, well, aside from the off lane, I guess.
But Puck I like a lot versus Spirit Breaker. I think he's like one of the few heroes that can just always reliably escape the charge.
And that's about it right now. Yeah. Just getting the tomato involved here in the top lane.
It's not an easy dive though on Witch Doctor at all. This is
Fly is going to go in with the creep for now. They try to turn onto Burning here. They drop the Tombstone. It's a fairly low level one, and they should be able to kill it off. Yep, there you go. Very quickly at that. Burning into the trees now. No tail bit in pursuit, but the charge actually going to go the other way. Connects on crit. Can they bring him down? Fenrir, one more auto tap. The Orb of Venom slow. Not quite enough. He gets stunned by No Tail. Turned on and finish off.
Shadow
They're going to go on him again, though. They find the angle here. Fenrir with the charge, and that will connect and will be enough for the kill. He even tanks the tower on the way.
He didn't know that they had the Observer Ward there, so they caught him in between the cooldowns.
Yeah, very nice angle to approach from as the tomb gets dropped. They're going to dive Burning here at the top lane. Pops the stick. Trying to hang on. FY also starting to drop quickly, and suddenly the creeps parade in. OG got the whole gang out for this particular skirmish, and FY can't survive it. He'll go down. Now Burning still running from this damn Satyr who has no mercy for him. Sunstrike coming through. Got him! OG again with the connection of Burning. Could well be next into the trees. He goes winding his way here and there. The Quills hardly even scratching OG in the end. Moving up into the Radiant Woods where Miracle's waiting. Orbs are going to start coming out. Has nothing available to be invoked and now will be banished. This could set up for the ultimate. The Super One will drop it. A couple more Orb auto attacks. Not quite enough. The Fairy Fire outplay. Oh, isn't going to be enough at the end. We'll lose one. Might lose more with Moon TPing it. He's dropped the coil. Heavy commitment here from OG to try and hold the line. And Moon looks like he should survive. But they force out the Puck TP. They get the kill on the Invoker.
OG doesn't really expect them to.
So closing in on some items here. We'll see Moon working towards the Blink Dagger. Miracle very close to his Midas, and Crit a ways to go, but he is going to mosey on towards the mid lane. The Phoenix Egg comes out. No real setup for this, but just wants to zone them off the tower. He might be able to kill off the Chen army. Brings down the Dark Troll Summoner, and now turning, looking for Moon. Moon forced to commit the coil here, but the ODO comes through. Will finish him off. Gets the puck hill, looks for a bit more. Invoker burning down to the Sun Ray. Oh, not quite enough damage there from Ice Ice Ice, but did a great job at keeping him laser focused under pressure. Has he overextended? Zombie says yes. Fly mauls him.
Like that, then he just like should just instantly blow up with that, especially without the egg and the Cindy's Eclipse. So I think this slight hesitation from No Tail probably.
And that's the thing for OG is they should feel really confident because they know the two big ults are.
Yeah.
They kind of slow roll.
He like swings around the bottom of the tower, and then at this point, when he already has the wave on him, I think it's like right now he's just boom, just kill him. He's like facing them half the time, but he like hesitates.
It looks like he wanted to wait for the creep wave.
Yeah.
Sunstrike will end up coming out, so Burning the banish there, definitely saving his life, dodging the Sunstrike damage, and he is going to hold on to the stick charges for quite some time. They pile up, kills off Fly, swooping through, Ice 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 as well, gonna grab the twofer, and then Fenrir goes for the third. Oh, no, got the Centaur.
They were actually really slow in the puck control too. I didn't notice that until after the fight. So Puck uses coil like a little bit too late. Like let's say he orbs as the thing's happening, then he can silence the OD, so that whole shenanigans doesn't happen with the defensive Astral, and they would just kill Bristle. But I think that VG did a really good job of responding to that. So he immediately cast Sunray to heal him up.
Yeah, and now they have the egg up again, so Vici also with the Nether Strike ready. Getting very aggressive. Man, that OD. Super packing a punch. And the siege continues, though. It is a bit of a slow pushing lineup here for Vici Gaming, so they'll grab their drums now on Soup Tower hold.
Bristle is too poor.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, just anything you can afford. Don't try to get greedy and go for a bigger item here.
Yep. Greed is bad in this game if you're Vici.
That's what the ancient stacks are for. Be greedy through your farming patterns, maybe, but not through your item selection, as there's a swoop in. Egg committed in the middle of the entire OG team, but he got off the Spirit, so there's no way they could kill this off. They've got a Turtail run. They get the stun on move. The Nether Strike comes through. My God, those OD orbs. They really hurt. Then drops the hammer. Gets a second. They're looking for a third. They're going to run No Tail down, and now hunting. Crit could well be next. Goo starting to come through. Fenrir's going to have a charge fairly soon for this one. Can he get juked? Turns, and just 3 orb shots finish him off. That's 4 down. VG Gaming looking for the 5th kill of this fight. Charge Will be interrupted there by the tornado, and I think they'll be content with their 4-hero wipeout.
Even he's going drums. Look at Invoker's build.
They all just want to tank up. I think he thought he was going to die there.
Everyone drums. 3 drums.
Well, drums used to be so good that you'd see like 3 or 4 of them on one team, but for the Hyperstone.
So it's either Moonshard or AC.
Oh, they're going on the puck top lane, it looks like, and they are going to catch Moon out. Charge, Nether Strike, immolating in the Phoenix Flames. Will try for the phase shift, not going to be able to escape. Use that orb to farm, and as soon as he did, well, things got ugly real fast. Meanwhile, Ice committing into the middle of the entire OG squad. Just completed a fresh round of items, so while they may want to take the fight, that fight just got a lot harder to take. And they're going to lead the way with their double damager and Shiva's BKB Outhouse Destroyer. This is going to be ugly. Hey, No Tail, how's it going, buddy? 1, 2, 3, and almost gets him at 4 shots, even through the Chen heals. Jiving forward, looking for a bit more. The egg committed onto Moon, who's going to jump himself away, but they leave one man behind. That's Fly, who's also quickly shredded, popped as the egg crashes down to earth, and with that, Vici might just barrel down mid. Didn't even have the DD activated for that.
Outhouse Destroyer.
I mean, he did some work to that toilet, let me tell you. You do not want to go in there anytime soon. And they're just going to break high ground on the back of this. Forget about waiting for Roshan. The DD now active. Tornado not going to connect on Super, so he keeps this one up and running. We'll bring the tower down. Deafening Blast. It'll slow things down here for a moment, but only a moment. The EMP comes out. Super's going to tank it. Doesn't really care too much about that low-level X. And Vici Gaming are going to push down a full lane of racks here. Well, maybe not a full lane, a half lane. At 26 minutes with an OD Phoenix Bristleback.
They're hoping for a gank into like a catastrophic Roche fight for Vici, into like a buyback from Vici, and then they get Aegis on OG. That's kind of what you're hoping for at this point. So it looks like Invoker has been able to secure himself a BOTs, but unfortunately you can't really split push for a Spirit Breaker. So that is...
And he's about to get a BKB on the Spirit Breaker, I think, as well. With
this is
Club
good.
Grab.
They're forcing not a tough reaction from Vici, but puts him in a slight pickle because their T3 is going to take a lot of damage.
The charge comes, though. The Cal's on the move. Fenrir booking it towards the OG squad. Ice already jumped his way in, and Fenrir does get tornadoed and trapped on the cliff. Well, that's a bit annoying, to put it mildly. Let me out of here, he says, but Super in pursuit. Now Vici still running in. They don't even need their Spirit Breaker to forward.
He can do a lot of damage to their T3. So the Vici have to be very careful about how they approach this.
Big swoop in, commitment here from Super. They got the Veil off, and they're going to work with the hammer. Bam! 2 down like that. Pops the BKB, kind of expecting he was going to need it, but didn't really in the end. There's the swap back towards the well, burning. May end up dropping. Indeed, he will go down, but the OD reigns supreme. 3 heroes melted down.
How much int does he have?
And split out.
No, that's not even
that much, but it's more than enough.
He did like 1,000 damage.
Well, Fenrir might dry here. Miracle looking for the counterplay. No Tail going to buy back, rejoin the fight. They will get FY and the Spirit Breaker, so it ends up not being too shabby. They hold the base, and they're going to hunt for a bit more. Miracle ghost walking and looking for options. Not going to find anyone. Map position, they're going to set up with a blink. Shiva's initiation on to Fly, and almost 3 shots him. Needs that 4th to connect. A Spirit Bomb on the way out from Ice. He leaves Fly in the dust, and well, they've already taken the mid lane. Invoker still split pushing the bottom lane, but Vici could rotate here on top perhaps, at least get the range racks and then back away. It seems they will outmaneuver Miracle and force him home.
Off guard.
And the swap into the Hex. They are going to isolate Super off the bat. Moon comes forward, drops the combo, but he gets up the BKB. He's going to try to pop the Shivas and hang on. He does end up falling, though. The OD drops didn't get out quite as much damage as you would have liked to see, but Burning is making up for lost time here as he runs into the fray. The rest of OG very low. Ice trying to prevent them from a treaty, but he's left to his own devices. Burning bailed on him, and Vici now have to turn and run. The Tombstone was going this whole time. Vici could get more caught out here. Charge away by Fenrir, but the Blink was interrupted. Tornado also fishing, trying to lock somebody down. Fenrir is going to be forced to turn and fight, and oh, suddenly Mr. 8K is in a little deep here, perhaps. Throws out the Yule Scepter. He's got the Ghost Walk available in 3 seconds time. The Deafening Blast connects on 3 as he scurries through the trees. He is going to spawn the Forge Spirits instead. He's got the Ghost Walk still on the ready, and there you go. The extra bit of move speed as he sprints to save.
Try and force it.
All right. Come out, Carl. Back to the field. No time to rest.
There's always that
38 seconds.
awkward position where you're like, wait, does he not have buyback? And then you go a little bit
And
too
you're not
hard.
sure if he's just holding it, waiting for like the puck to initiate here,
Yeah.
or if he actually doesn't have it. No, only one way to find out. That's to go all in. VG. I don't know if I'd call this all in, but they're at least going in a little bit. They'll take down the melee racks, the ranged as well. That's a second lane.
At this
now.
point, you realize that he doesn't have buyback, though. Because, like, losing your second set and your third T3 is it's not a good way to start off a fight.
Well, at this
Tell you
point,
that.
OG are going to need the miracle of all team fights. They do have that puck eggs. They've got the Force Staff to break the ultimate as well. The Veil comes out, though. Fire Spirit stacking up onto No-Tail, the blink in initiation. But everybody and their mother is going to pop the BKBs, and they will chase. The ODL gets dropped, eviscerates the Chen. Just kind of chilling here as the Phoenix, not really doing too much damage, but they brought down the Undying as well. They finish off the Tombstone, and now the Banish. As the Spirit Breaker gets thrown up in the air, they do manage to get a goo off, and now turning on Burning, but No-Tail has to turn and run because out comes the Death Ward from the trees, trying to force them all back, but the Meeple over the top. There's the Egg. Burning is sticking around for now. The Egg will go off, and it looks like they should be able to muscle down the racks here.
Oh,
Melee
it's a 3 life
about
for Super.
to drop. Still has the Aegis. No-Tail is going to go down, and the melee racks will be next if they don't GG, but they do. OG tap out. Vici, way too much beef at that stage.
MVP Observer Ward that caught
the Invoker. Yeah. And it expired right after that. Well, OG off to a slightly rough start, but they've got a lot of games to play today. So I think a total of 7 more. I'm not actually sure. Do you get 2 points for a 2-0?